anyways, I play around with these practice chucks. They're foam, plastic filled. Thought, well, why not make some of my own? There's lots of videos on making them, you know, do-it-yourself ones. Most of them involve some wooden sticks. You carve a hole out the top, and then you drill 2 holes in the side and chisel out a channel, and you run some string through it. So I created a 3D model using Onshape, and had a friend at a machine shop actually machine out the channels and the holes that I needed. This is actually a material called phenolic. It looks wood-like, but it's a very hard plastic. The string is paracord from one of those emergency paracord bracelets, I guess. It's not, I'm glad I didn't need it in an emergency because it took me like an hour to unravel it. So here's what I've done. I've ran the string through back and forth a couple times through these loops and then tucked the end in, and that's enough friction to hold it in place. However, to keep the last little section from popping back out, I'm going to fill the, I don't remember which one, fill the top holes in with a little hot glue, which I have heating up right here. I also wanted to show you, and you can see the drawing here and some of the measurements if you want, and a 3D model of it. You can see inside how the holes in the channel are. So the string comes through, goes through here, around through, back through here, and then when it comes from the other side, it tucks back around so that you have 2 channels going on both sides, 3 strands going across the middle. Let me give you the feeling is so different. I've never played around with real nunchucks before, just with practice ones. It's like the difference between a practice sword and a real sword. For instance, you know, you play with a practice sword, you know you're not going to hurt yourself too terribly bad. Same with these. And then you pick up a real sword and you're like, oh crap, I dropped this, I lose toes. This could hurt me pretty bad. Listen to the difference here. Big difference in weight. But so let's fill this in and hope. I'm using hot glue because I can fairly easily heat it up enough to take this back apart. So that's my thing. I'll give you a demonstration, but I don't want to embarrass myself too much. Not quite to that level yet.